What's going on, everybody? I got a few little things to work out here before we get started. I don't want that. That's what I need to fix. All right, I'll get that. And this one. One second. Hmm. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. I got to figure out how to shut this volume. I know what I'll do. Got it. Okay. Tonight we're gonna jump this thing around a little bit. I'm back on Thursdays. Welcome back to Thursday. Um, it's getting to be that time of year where I have a lot more time for this side of the community, and I wanted to come in today and get it kind of kicked back into gear and say hello. Also, I'm going to start running the stream on my Instagram account as well because I have not paid that account a whole lot of attention. There's some really nice people over there that I had been in communication with for a long time that I just would kind of like to have another outlet to say hello to them. We're going to run through tonight. Miss Grandma Kelly was in first. This is, oh, if you, it's on Ohio River History on both Instagram and on um, YouTube tonight. So, and I think I might even be on somewhere else. I don't know. Grandma Kelly was in first, and being Grandma Kelly-esque by sharing the stream out. Appreciate that very much. It does mean a lot. That's the easiest ways to help any creator do a little bit better and grow. Finders Keepers in the house. What's up? Good to see you as well. Mr. Brian Ollier was in the house. Thank you, Brian. Mr. Jesse Hardy. Good to see you, Jesse. I'm going to flip over Angie and Rick. Nice to see you guys too. Tonight we're going to chill, have a little bit of chat, Q&A. Going to talk a little bit about 2023 and some of the things that we got accomplished within the community, and talk about what we're going to do this year because 2024 has just started. All of a sudden, I feel this inspiration inside again to start going at this full force again. So we'll see. Motor City Magnet Fisher, Jason's in the house. Good to see you, brother. Mr. Wayne, one of our Monday diggers, hashtag Monday digs. Iron Antler, Mr. James is in the house. Good to see you, brother. Wednesday night live is with Iron Antler Adventures, him and Risha, most Wednesdays. Jeff at Brewers Prospecting, also on Monday nights, has a nice live stream over there. Jeff's a good dude. Argue that one bit. Nez is in the house. How you doing, Miss Nez? Nez does art on the weekends, plays some cool music, and just creates a great environment to chill. Kind of inspired the chill in me tonight, so I like hanging out over there. Going down a little bit here. Let's see. I'm going to flip over to the Instagram because I did see a few people that stopped in there. I'm going to get this caught up. Mark Trailer, hello. How are you, Mark? Nice to see you. Name's awful familiar. Let's see. There's one. CL Slot 6. She's got a great channel. I always say that I watch her play slots so that I won't spend my money in a gambling machine. Autism Magnificent Mary. Good to see you as well. Well, maybe because you briefed me. Particle Ken. One of the Monday Diggers should be have a video coming up this week. If you haven't seen Ken in a little while, he's been busy man doing some stuff. Get ready for Ken to be back. Marty Verstal is in the house. Welcome, Marty. Thank you so much. I am glad to be back on Thursdays. Let me flip over here and let's take a gander. Looky there, Sergeant Whitey um, was one of my best guests on here. I had a great time with him a while back. Um, Chantilly Smile. She's somebody that I just chatted about treasure with over here on Instagram. Copperhead Digger from the Ultimate Finds box. That's got to be my buddy Eric right there, I would assume. or one of the copperheads. Uh, Goatman Farm SCS. There he goes. Ultimate Find Box right there. That's Eric Lamorte. Good to see you. Shanks is in here. My buddy Brian, my muddy mess, and Jeff's over here as well. Thank you guys. I'm going to say hi over here. I'm going to probably run this one a little bit as well, just so that I can see who's still around on the Instagram side, because like I said, I've ignored it a little bit. I had a thing. Let's see. Oh, there, right there. It's me, Scurvy. That's my daughter. If you have anybody that likes to watch video gameplay late night, that's your channel right there. What's up, Miss Alex? I love you. Bonehead Heathens, Miss Risha, Mr. Jim Steele. Right on, Jim. Good to see you, dude. It's just nice to be back in here on a Thursday and chill out with some treasure hunting folk. Um, the first thing I want to knock out today and get off the agenda is I was on my phone and I flipped down, and about 4 or 5 days ago, I think our good friend Johnny Small Pepper had a Happy New Year. It had a video said calling you out. And I was like, wonder what that means. So I flipped on it, and somebody had it was like one of them little challenge. It was like a challenge video to shout out 3 people or 3 channels for New Year's, and like a champ, man. Johnny had mentioned my channel in there, and we always get along really well. It's a different vibe channel, you all know that, and and he shouted me out, and always talks really good, and and him and I have great conversations. So tonight, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to knock that out. Thank you, Miss Risha. Much love to you guys. I'm going to knock that out. Seeing that Risha just signed up for membership, next week is members night. That will be on the 11th. We'll be doing members night next week, and we're gonna up the ante a little bit next week for that. So be ready for members night next week. BC Treasure Trails, Jason, what's going on, brother? I saw my buddy there. There's Tones right there. Indiana Tones has been hot and heavy on the YouTube side lately. How you doing, Blue? Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Definitely appreciate it. And if I missed anybody, I apologize. It does go a little fast. But anyway, uh, the challenge was to pick out 3 channels that that you wanted to shout out and talk about, and I did so, and for different reasons. I had some really good honorable mentions. Some of the folks that were on my honorable mentions are in here tonight, but I didn't want to take too long. I just kind of wanted to knock it out a little bit because Johnny asked me to, and it was my first opportunity after I saw his video. Ooh. Mr. Kevin is in here from Lakeland, Florida. Welcome, sir. But the first thing I want to talk about is currently or was live just a little while ago, and that was Mayor Videos. Marlon, Marlon and I go back to the beginning. When I started coming into YouTube, and Marlon has always been inspirational in a sense because he always was one of those guys that always kept me motivated. And I just, one of those things about that guy is I wish I could replicate his energy, passion for what he does. And so that was my first choice of somebody that I wanted to shout out. Mayor Videos, Sunday morning creator meet and greet. It's a great place to share your channel and meet new folk. It gets the same way in here, but I wanted to shout out Marlon first because he is absolutely one of my favorite people that I've ever come across here. Uh, Next guy I want to shout out is somebody that I hadn't seen on in a while, but I wanted to talk about Stories Lost and Found. And if anybody knows Steve, that that he's probably one of the most genuine people in our community. Very selfless, very considerate and caring. Uh, Honestly, you know that he cares about you, and he's just a really good human being. And he usually ran a live stream around the same time Rob did on Sunday mornings, and they kind of overlapped a little bit, but always has interesting stuff, to talk about. And I hadn't seen him on YouTube in a little while, and I reached out and I think it was earlier today. I dropped him a text today, and to make sure he was okay. And lo and behold, there was somebody else that did the exact same thing, and that was Miss Deej. She had reached out as well because she had noticed that she hadn't seen him around. That just lets you know, that speaks to her character as well. Because when we see names in here and then these names start to disappear, sometimes you wonder if everything's okay. So shout out to Miss Deej really fast for reaching out to Steve, and glad that Steve is doing well. Life's just busy, and that's a good thing as well. Brewers Prospecting gifted a membership today. Thank you, Jeff. Jeff won a membership recently and then turned around and it rolled into an Amazon gift card for Jeff. And so signing up for memberships has its advantages sometimes. Sometimes you make money and don't even know it. Let's see. I see you right there, Mr. Brian. Thursday, I'm Thursday. Howdy, y'all. Hey, Shane, Brewers, Angie Rick. What's up, Brian? Good to see you, my friend. We will chat later, probably right after the stream if you've got a minute tonight. So be ready for that. Mason Merck's in the house. How are you guys tonight? Nice to see you. Uh, really good of you to be here. Also, the last one that I wanted to talk about, and you would think, and I pick people for different characteristics, but I picked Charlie at Digging It Back. The one thing you can always say about Charlie is that that guy is a generous soul. He's very selfless, considerate, caring, wants to do right and have fun in this world, and he wants to share. And I think that's a great trait to have, is being generous. If you can be generous with people, it tells me that it just tells me you're a selfless person, and that's the kind of people that I like. So my three shout outs for this instance for Mr. Johnny Small Pepper was Mayor Videos. Love to be able to match Marlon's energy. Stories lost and found. What a genuine guy, Mr. Steve. And digging back, Charlie. Charlie's just a good dude, very selfless. Those are the three people I'm shouting out for this year. And I guess if anybody wants to figure it out, go over to Johnny Small Pepper and see his video and see how that all worked. But if I challenge you, you're supposed to challenge somebody else. I really don't want to do a video or anything like that. So this is the best way. Papa Rouse in the house, Mr. Bill. Thank you so much for being here. And let's see, did I miss anybody else? Because this chat goes super fast. Charlie is always smiling. That dude is absolutely, he every time I talk to him, he's got a happy smile on his face. He even sounds like he's happy. He sounds like he's happy. All right. Very good then. Also, like I said, next week on the 11th will be members night, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about and say thank you to everybody in here for generosity. We came a couple of minutes. We came a couple of times this year. Ken, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. We came up a couple of we came a couple of times. Get them while they last. Ken's donating some memberships out there, and there's some names on there that I'm not familiar with. So good luck. Shoot, what was I saying? Oh, last year and the generosity of you guys. There was a couple instances last year where we decided to do small fundraisers. There was times last year that somebody, not necessarily within this community, had a need and was struggling in a really bad way, and we came together and we were able to we were able to raise some money to help a young family out this year. I wanted to say thank you again for that because you guys, those of you that contributed uh, and hit the share button for that stream, um, helped a young family and it was in a very tight spot where my wife and I couldn't do a whole lot more. So um, the power of the community is great. There's so many good, honest, generous people in here, and I can't say enough about that. It goes without saying that when somebody that you didn't know was in need, you guys were able to raise a helping hand, and I intend on paying it forward anytime somebody uh, needs me to help for something like that. I'm always down to do that. So I wanted to say thank you for your generosity. Last year was a great year. It was about friends. It was about finding ways to get together and spending time with one another. Got to spend time with a lot of new friends this last year. Some of the people that I got to meet for the first time last year was Jesse from Totally Gnarly Treasure. It's up on an expedition to northern Michigan. His uncle, these two 27. Everybody knows Dave, and got to hang out with Juice for a few days. Talk about energy. That guy just goes nonstop. I'm telling you what, if I don't know, man, he's a hard one to keep up with. It was a great year, and we were able to uh, get up and hang out with some folks and do some different things. We got to go to a beautiful location. What a day put on show for us. Put us in a great place to stay. Had a bunch of time to go out there, and we had an excursion. We got to go out across the lake, dig together, spend time together. Being able to spend time with your friends like that is great, especially when you get some new ones as well. Got to spend a little. Seems like a lot of my vacation time this year went to Michigan. Got to go up there a couple of times. Got to go see Tanner and Sonia. That was a blast as well too. I just missed. I didn't get a chance to go hang out with uh, Mr. Wayne, Expression of the Outdoors. I didn't get a chance to go hang out with him, but I intend on doing that soon. Those were a couple of the trips where we got to hang out a little bit and do some stuff. I don't visit Detroit enough. Yeah, I know. I know. Jason, you're always on the hot list, and not super far away. Some apocalypse. There's Mr. Brian. He was over on the Instagram side, decided to stop in over here for a few. Another great dude. And thank you, Mr. Wayne. Much appreciated, my brother. You know how that is. Relic Reaper Don, how are you doing, sir? Good to see you as well. Man, it is an absolute blast when you can get out and hang out and see people that meet people that you've met in here and spend time with, and it's a blessing and a pleasure to get to do so. What did I see right there? There's Miss Mandy. How are you doing, Mandy? Good to see you. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. I haven't seen you in a minute. Uh, I'm located in Kentucky. I'm on the northern side of Kentucky, um, right next to the border, next to Indiana and Ohio. And it is a wonderful place to live. I don't like the weather here much, though. It kind of bothers me, but it's a pretty nice place to live. Uh, Talking about it again. Any tonight's going to be a little bit of a catching up night. If anybody's got any topics that they want to bring up in the chat, address them as a question. I'll definitely get to them. Where's that at right there? There's Mr. Pizzle right there. He is my resident Miami Dolphin fan. comes in over from mine and Alex's other channel. It's in the blood. What's up, Fizzle? Good to see you, brother. Thank you so much. Dude is a straight up character. Gonna get to spend time with that dude this year coming up. Got a treat for him. He doesn't even know what's in store for him yet. There's Dennis right there, Mr. KCMD. Good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Always nice to when you get a chance to stop by just for a few minutes. Uh, Back to where we was at. Uh, the other things in 23 revealed, you know, uh, got to do a little bit of different types of treasure hunting. Spent a lot of time underwater with Higgles. That was a blast. You know, all that stuff is really, really good to do. Doing things that a little bit differently, changing your style a little bit. That's always fun. I love the underwater stuff. I've only did a couple of the videos for it. I still got plenty of footage. It's absolutely fun to treasure hunt underwater. The Nocta Macro Simplex Ultra was spot on in the deep water. It did a really good job. And plus, if you tear it up, it's not that much money. Beyond that, there was a couple of bucket listers we drug out of the we some stuff that was found this last year. I had one of my best silver days hanging out with Eagles. I had my overall best silver day. We absolutely killed it one day on a place that we hammered to death. Grandma Kelly, all right, grab them while they last. You guys are going to make me work next week on members night. I'm telling you right now. Outhouse Otis, Arky's Treasure, Sweet Digs, Juice. Can you dig it? Becoming a green stalker. Welcome. Darby's down home detecting. What's up, Shane? Nice. That's going to make next week even more fun. Definitely up in the ante a little bit this year on members night. So if it's something that you want to be in, and also I'll have an announcement next week about memberships because I think I've figured out how I want to do it for this year. Definitely going to be very cool. Yeah, Juice got him one there. Bad thing about memberships with YouTube is, and what's the one thing that ticks me off more than anything, is that if somebody's previously been a member, it will gift them a membership even if they aren't here. I wish it would just when people gift them, I wish it would gift them to the people that are in the chat first. And then if there's nobody left, then go that way. But it never seems to work that way. Tom Kingery's in the house. Chris, show me treasure. Welcome, welcome. Jeff's Obsessions. What's up? Nice to see you. Mary, it's not till next week, so I don't. I'll copy a list off of it and I'll get it done. So, and the one thing that I've already added for members nights here of lately is if well, like what happens here tonight where people gift memberships. So I'll have races for existing members and then I will have something specific for all new members that night. So if you're gifted a membership that night and it comes across the screen, or you buy a membership that night, and these all result in Amazon gift cards, I feel like those are probably the best way to go. It's easy peasy and it's instant gratification. Most everybody shops there. If you don't shop there, when you send me the email, let me know and we will work something else out. Greg, Greg's Transbray. What is an American company? The other a Turkish company. What is an American company? I'm not sure. I'm not following. Turkish is my Nokta Macro. I know it's from Turkey. I've seen it before. Great Lakes is in the house. Welcome. Yep. Great Lakes is in the house. I can't remember who I said hi to. Yeah, there's so many folks that come through, and and I've never been one to slow the chat down. I felt like if I slowed it down, oh, a Garrett Ace is not submersible. The Simplex is. Yeah, I've got the machine that I've been using underwater is the Simplex Ultra. So the new line of Simplexes, the top end of that, it's absolutely awesome underwater. We killed it with those machines underwater this year. Did a really good job. I had no issue with it whatsoever. The saying that it's waterproof, it is waterproof. Brian says, "What direction are you wanting to go with this channel? What are your goals this year?" That's the question that I was hoping somebody would ask, dude. Honestly, it's been my thought process all day. I've had like once you create the same type of videos for so long, you try to it just it's not that you don't want to do it. It's that you want to either find a way to make it better or more enjoyable. So I want to have a creative difference with my content this year. I want it to be different. I'm probably going to, instead of producing 4 videos a month, I'm probably going to produce like 1 or 2, um, and alternate around so that I can work more people into hashtag Monday Digs. Creatively, I want to be different. I really want to build back up the live stream to what it was once upon a time. Uh, where I mean, we had it when this live stream was absolutely killing it, and we had a great crowd, and it enabled us to do a lot of things. Anything that I can do back for other folks, I want to do that. Makes it that much more fun. Monterey Magnet Man, what's up, Shane? I don't think you ever answered my email, bro. I'm just saying. I don't know that I ever got a response from you. And also, right there, Miss Alex donated 5 memberships for in here. Thank you, Alex. I'm sure they went to a good home. I didn't see who got them because I was trying to swing the other way. Thank you very much. I saw and just trying to keep up. I love it when I'm on StreamYard and I'm looking at the chat. Hang on a second, let me find it. And I'm looking at the chat and because so when you have the customized uh, emojis and stuff in here, that there's a pile of poop in there that's one of the emojis, and every time somebody hits that in StreamYard, it shows like a colon and it says Brockton. It makes me laugh every time because I made the pile of Brockton magnet fisher. Mark Evans, welcome, my friend. Nice to see you. Blistering barnacles must have been in here somewhere. I just don't see the chat. There, right there. See, that's how it shows up. A Karen and a Proctor. Sometimes, Mary, uh, stupid webcam of mine, I don't care for it too much. Dennis jumped in 5 memberships as well. You guys are going to make me work next week. Also, if any of you guys are on Instagram, it's the same tag over there, the same call. Find me over there and give me a follow over there. I'm going to actually work on tying everything back together a little bit this year. That answers one of the other parts of that question is that I'm going to work on getting all my social media for this, where it flows a little bit more effortlessly so that other people get an opportunity so that I can get it out to other places. I see Get That Treasure joined. Shinx is over there as well. Team Alvarez 76, Detecting Cumby, and R. Kessler 57. Welcome, welcome. Thank you guys so very much. Thank you again, Dennis. I appreciate that. Yeah, and today's just one of those days I wanted to come in and sit back and be caught up on the chat and chill a little bit. Talking about 2024, there's a couple of huge things this year that are going to be an absolute eye-opening blast. Uh, First thing of note is I only really planned because of the cost of doing so. We've only got one huge trip planned for this year, and my wife and Brian and his wife, we're going to go spend a couple of weeks. Brian's actually going to stay longer with Gene in St. Croix, so we're going to get out there on the beach and the island. We're going to fly down there, and we're going to spend some time in St. Croix in June. Got to find a way to really, well, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. Got to find a way to really show off that time that we get to spend together like that, because that's a really big trip for you. You know, that's a big trip for me. That's a big trip for Brian. Those kinds of trips you just can't make, and a lot of times it's hard to get, because you're kind of going out of the country. So those are tough ones to do. When you can do something like that, you take advantage of it. That's one of the big ones. I'm pretty sure we're going to try to get the group back together for Michigan one more time. And I know that I'm going to take a trip to Michigan sometime this year just because there's so many people in that area that I dig with. I think I'm on your way. I can fit in a suitcase. I'll stuff you, bro. You can go with us. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save myself all the grief in the world. I'm going to set up a package and I'm going to mail all my gear to Gene. I'm just going to send it over because I got enough gear to for 3 people. Honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and just mail a set of gear down there so that when I get there, my gear's already there and I don't have to mess with the plane. And I think I'm going to mail it because I think I can mail it probably cheaper than it would be to put it on the airplane, honestly. Chris, Wicked Diggers in the house. How you doing, my buddy? Good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping in. Yeah, so I think that's coming up. We're setting dates on that really soon. My calendar just got available, so all we're trying to do is make sure mine and my wife's time is a little harder to line out. As soon as we can get it ready to rock, we're going to be gone, and I'm sure we're going to have a blast. It will be more than fun. Wait a second, where's she at? How you doing, Miss Patty? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm for the most part on Thursdays I will be most Thursdays I will be in here for the early part of the year, and then in the late part of the year after September, I'll be in here less Thursdays. So I'm going to kind of do it that way. I'm going to pack all my lives in early in the year. Nice to see you though, Miss Patty. And I saw another one in there. Somebody said definitely buy insurance on that package for real. But the thing of it is that the United States Postal Service, since St. Croix is a province or a territory, whatever you want to call it, uh, I can the insurance for that's really cheap. I'm going to I'll send a legend, a shovel, a hand digger, and a scoop, and a pinpointer and a bag, and I think that should cover most of my goodies. Let's see, we don't want to. Yeah, I got Mary doesn't bother me, so she thinks she does. Don't forget to get Shane a step ladder so you can talk to him face to face and not on the top of his head. Mary, if you've never seen, we've got a picture of us standing with Gene. It looks like Gandalf and the Three Hobbits. Me and Ken and Brian standing next to Gene. Gene is a huge human being. I mean, I granted we're small, but he is an absolute giant. Undecided, Brian. We'll discuss that too. I might. It's not that much to ship. Uh, God, man, I'm telling you what. It's a good thing my buddy Brian's in here. Shanksy right there. Are you going to have more guests? Yes. I am not going to do as so one night a month. I'm just going to drop the link out there for members primarily for people in the membership program if they want to come up, hang out, and promote, do self promotion and just gossip. So we're going to have one night that's going to be an open chat night, and I have I have three guests already lined up um, with hard yeses that are going to be on here, and we just haven't worked out times yet. And I want to go back to having like the good interviews and get some of the people that maybe you might want to ask questions to. Not like mythology, Greg, but man, I'm gonna tell you what. Uh, I think Gene stands about 6'6", and we're small people in comparison. Oh, yeah, Brian. Yeah, for sure. It might be the only place that Gene's not actually stole all the treasure off that island. You're not taller than me, Mary. Get over it. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Just remember, Michigan folks know how to stack their poo. Yeah, absolutely. Uh, I can't stay away from the state of Michigan because there are so many people there that I like to hang out with. I mean, it's amazing. 4'11". Yeah, I'm 4'11", Ken. That's exactly correct. Man, that's my daughter's height, and she's a little smaller than me. So Ken said that, but he's not much bigger than anybody else. He's bigger. I mean, I guess he's a little bit bigger for sure. Thank you, Miss Patty. Short people rock. And Alex is 4'11". She's down with that. Ain't nothing wrong with being short. It makes it a lot easier to dig holes. You get down to the ground faster, so I get more holes in. The look, I mean, I wish I had a copy of that picture handy. I would post it up. I don't know. I don't think that I do on this computer. If I did, I will. It because I am not. Let me see. I might have it. Uh, Trying to think where that one would be. Try not to go stagnant and shut my mouth when we're in here on a live when I'm by myself. Trying to think where that would be. Let's look in there. But it is a picture to behold. And if anybody in the chat has it, send it to me on Facebook or something, and then I'll post it. But the one picture that I know it's Gene's, it's Gene from We Dig It's profile picture on Facebook. I swear, if you was to give Gene a staff and take off mine and Ken's and Brian's shoes, it would look like Gandalf and the three hobbits from Lord of the Rings. And that is no exaggeration. I don't see it handy. Don't know what folder I stuck it in. That bothers me. I know I got it and I can't find it. Cannot find it. Anyway. Get here. Uh well, I don't know. I shrunk. I think my joints compacted a little bit, but I know my driver's license. I'm somewhere between like 5'3" and 5'4". Yes, yes, Grandma Kelly, I'm 5'1". Or Mary, I'm 5'1". Absolutely. You don't know how to read a ruler. I don't expect you to know how to do math, Miss Mary. I'm a short guy. I'm probably right at the really close. I was not blessed with height. I was blessed with a mouth. Yeah, I was taller in high school. I know my first driver's license was my first driver's license, and then as I aged, I shrunk. I know I did. As you get older, man, your joints sink together. Um, I'll tell you what's really good for that is an inversion table. Got it. That's Gene right there. Let's fix this really fast. Present, share screen, and there you go. There we stand next to Andre the Giant. There, Ken looks like Ken looks like a metal detecting commando with all his shoulder straps and gear that he had on. Brian's the comfortable guy. He wants to dig in comfort. Oh, I forgot. Alex has still got my birthday screen up. There we go. Change that one for just a minute. But yeah, there you go. He probably does. You going questing for the Ring of Power. You know what, bro? Looking Mystic, definitely checking out the mountains for that dwarf gold, bro. That's what I was looking for. The one Ring of Power. If there was the one Ring of Power, I'm just gonna say it right now. Higgles would have found it. Uh, uh, I don't know about all that. Is that a sensational? I don't know. I appreciate that, but eh, no, thank you. I don't know what that is exactly. I don't see it here. Yeah, we will snatch a ring out of the ground quicker than anything you can shake a stick at. Ken's methodical. He takes his time. He goes over his signals really well. Uh, Gene's big, so and Brian and I, it's like speed dating with a metal detector in our hand. We just try to get as many holes as humanly possible. We win by quantity of holes. That's how we manage to get as many good targets as we do. Mary, you're on it tonight. I'm just gonna have to say, yeah. So funny story about Ken. We're at the dig stock and we're in one of the farm fields out there, and we're all digging. And the thing of it is that it's like you stop out there and go, hey, come over here, see what I got. If you call your buddies over, then all of a sudden, there's like 40 guys all out in that field, and everybody's looking for the hot spot. So if you make the mistake of calling somebody over to where you're at and you bring attention to yourself, then everybody just wanders over there right where you're at, and they right in your little area there. So Ken is out there he's trying to be coy as can be and quiet, trying to right? So he doesn't want nobody to come over where we're at. And then the one that we were at, there wasn't anybody there, like four guys. Yeah, yeah, like, hey, come over here. I got a pull tab. To show you this pull tab. Yeah, code words don't work. Code words don't work when Ken pulls a real out of the ground in New York. It just doesn't, because his being calm and collected did not translate to me being calm and collected. I'm like, me and Higgles, we're screaming and we're like, "Ah," having a good old time. Yeah, Gene's I'm big and I'm loud. And then the last day, everybody abandoned where we were at. We found this one spot in this field where this house used to sit, and there was like 8 of us there, and we hammered it just forever. And people would dug there the day before and found coins, but just kept going. 2024 is going to rock. Best of luck to all. Yeah, absolutely. Back to the other Brian's questions earlier. I, I'm going to work on the website this year a lot more. Just started getting into being able to work on it a little bit. Uh, if anybody needs a website set up for themselves, Brian does it at a very affordable rate. Also, I got hosting, so hosting's a lot cheaper than what it would normally be. So if you need a website done, hit Brian up. He would be glad to do it. The older couple with the dog were a bit territorial. Absolutely. A Calvary Relics is in over on the Instagram side. History Digger, welcome. Nice to see you. Your posts show up all the time for me. Uh, got it. That's a funny name. Skid Mark Spot. Hold on a second. Can I copy that? That's a good Ken. This ought to be yours. This ought to be your YouTube handle. There you go, right there. Skid marks the spot. MD, right there. That should be Ken's new handle. Man, leave it to Instagram to hit it up. Yeah, and but the other thing was that some of the goals this year are going to be tying everything together, making it easy so that I can get out more content. I think that I'm gonna produce less longer content, and then I'm going to bounce around some shorter videos along with it. Definitely going to work on growing the live stream again. I'm going to try to get it back to where I feel like it should be, because that's one of the more enjoyable moments, is being able to be in here. Yeah, it's so and but going back to that, we're gonna grow the stream back to where it wants to be. I'm gonna continue to work with Monday Digs. I really am looking for new creators to help grow a channel. Um, I think I think that the Monday Digs is really good when you're trying to get to a certain. It helps you get to a certain level. Does it in a very timely manner. The video production. I know I don't necessarily want to take more time in how I edit my videos, but I want to find a better way to make them to where it's not the same. I want it to be different this year. Different types of live streams. I tonight I didn't want to have anything on the schedule. I just wanted to BS. I wanted to I wanted to come in and see who showed and get to hang out for a little while and let everybody know that I'm back. Yeah, yeah, please. Grandma Kelly, she's absolutely blown up since then. She's done super well. Every channel that we've had, if you're trying to pass goals, Monday Digs is great. Uh, if anybody's interested, drop me an email. Would be glad to help new creators get along that path. Also, if you are currently in the membership program and you want basic help with anything to do with this, how the YouTube setup is and stuff like that, there's ways to help you get there faster. And that's already there. I'm going to try to finish setting a little something up for next week, so I have something extra to talk about. There's our current project right there. Yeah, Mondays are fun, dude. I missed during Monday Night Football this year. I missed being heavily involved in the chat on Mondays. But it's an absolute blast, and it's a great way to boost your video. Grandma, are you really at 17.8K now? Oh my word! I remember when you hit 1,000. There's Adam, AEW Main Treasure Adventures. How you doing, my friend? I hope you are well. Awesome time today. Today was just round one. I don't want to see if I missed anything in here. Oh, as far as stuff for this year, we're gonna make it back to Michigan. I'm gonna go do some magnet fishing up there with. I will probably go see Motor City Magnet Fisher. I'll work out some time to go hang out with Jason. Probably get back up to Tanner and see Tanner and Sonia. Definitely about that. And anybody that's close to either one of them, I'll make time. I don't think I'm going to have as much vacation time up there this year. Definitely going to work it. Higgles, be good, bro. Uh, St. Croix, that's gonna be our big deal for this year, and then hopefully a trip maybe to Torch Lake again with Jesse and Ken, Brian, Juice, anybody else. Gene, thank you so much. Listen, Mary Shane Brian gang, I have to book on his Ginster has reminded me of feeding at time. So ciao. Let Greg, thank you, man. It's nice talking to you. Thank you so much. We are going to close it down here in just a little bit tonight as well. Like I said, tonight was just getting back in the groove of Thursday. I wanted to be in here and just to be able to come in and say hi to everybody. If anybody's got any more questions, I definitely will take any kind of questions for tonight. But this year's going to be the same as last. It's going to be about having a good time and doing what we can to help folks and get in a good position. Yeah, no doubt. Colonel Kelly, congrats on the subs. I cannot believe how fast you grew your subs. Grandma Kelly's channel is wholesome. It's inspirational for the fact that she has such a distinct care for the environment, and she translates that into magnet fishing and metal detecting and just being a good person. I know that doesn't sound it doesn't sound super exciting in a way, but when you meet her on her live streams and have a conversation, I mean, not trying to say it, but it's just like her grand. It's just like hanging out with grandma. It's somebody that's warm and inviting, and it's a great vibe to hang out there. Yeah, yeah, and that's the thing. That's one of the things that we've all picked up is that we learned that over the course of time that cleaning up the ground wherever you're at is always a good idea, especially if you're in a park and sometimes they may not be, too keen on you being there. But if you're cleaning up trash while you're there, taking care of the environment, they look at you a lot differently than if you throw a pop can on the ground or you drop a wrapper as you're walking by. It's just it's when you treasure hunt, you got to respect where you're at, no matter where you're at. If it's public ground, take care of it like your own. and all treasure hunters clean the environment. That's a must. If you want the name to be, if you want treasure hunters to have a good reputation, then you've gotta show it yourself. Everybody, it starts with you because you go to places and some places won't let you swing a metal detector because somebody left holes, and that sucks because there's a lot of times places that you might want to go. Yeah, show people that the yeah, show people at the park the nails you pulled out of their kids' play areas. That equals subscribers. It does. People look at you differently when you're doing something that could potentially save them from injury. Uh, I did a video, my last video that I put out. I put a little history lesson in there. I reused a video, and I was on a schoolyard. They practice soccer and football in this yard, and I'm going through plucking beer bottles out of the grass. It's ridiculous how some people treat stuff. Absolutely ridiculous. Everybody today, before you get out of here, be sure to smash those buttons. I appreciate all the likes. Also, uh, something else that I do kind of want to implement a little bit is I would like, when these streams end, and you get a chance to come back by or whatever, I would like for people to drop ideas of topics that they would like to go about. I've got so much stuff down here. My little basement area is coming along. If you notice, my cabinet behind me is pretty full anymore, and we could have a show and tell night in here at some point as well, because that's only a portion of my stuff, but it's the stuff I like to display. Also, my safes down here as well. I could break out some definite coins. But anybody, at the end of the streams, leave a comment what you'd like to see in a stream in the future, or if there's somebody in the community that you think that maybe I would enjoy having on, drop me a comment. I would be glad to entertain that possibility. Also, man, it was nice to see people swinging by over on the Instagram side. It reminded me of a couple folks that I haven't looked on their page in a while. I'll have to go check it out. And anybody that you saw in here today, feel free to stop by each and everybody's channel that you're interested in. If you're definitely interested in treasure hunting, there are so many good ones in here. You can always find new channels to like and love and learn and hang out with. Grandma Kelly, I appreciate you. I did get the Rangers with guns called on me for the mole holes. They came out and we laughed. Yeah, you can't do much about what the moles do, but at that point, you're not hurting anything either. So, let's see. I'm going to look up here just a little bit. Yeah, Grandma, if you're at 18K now, you're going to be close. I bet you're close by the end of this year. I can't wait to see it. I'm going to remember this day, and we'll come back here in December and take a gander. But keep doing it. I think the one thing that Grandma Kelly's channel will show you is being yourself and just put out there who you are is a great way to grow a channel. Tom, Marty, nice to see you guys. Thank you for stopping back in. It's gonna be that. It's gonna be a good year. I have a feeling. That is my goal. Make a big goal and put in the work. Yeah, absolutely. I've got plans myself that I'm going to start trickling out a little bit. I'm really searching after some of my bucket listers this year, though. Digging's going to be more of a priority. Getting back to some of the older spots that we have. I think I've got to get out there and find some more bucket list items. I got a couple coins from the 1900s that I still haven't found, and then I've got a lot from the 1800s that I still haven't found, and that's pretty much as far as it goes back around here. Wayne says I should hit 1K this year. Absolutely, Wayne. I promise. I promise you, you'll hit 1K this year. JSP, hey brother, go back to the beginning of the stream. I got you back for your challenge. Thank you for including me in that, and I appreciate the kind words. Wendy's Excellent Adventures, welcome. Chop Shop and Whatnot, welcome. Thank you very much. Johnny, like I said, bro, I definitely appreciate you adding me into that. It's an honor to be respected and have somebody say such kind words. It really meant a lot. I saw your thing that you were calling somebody out, and I'm like, who's he calling out? So the title made me click, and then I got through there, and I was like, that's a pretty good way right there. Johnny does exactly the same thing that we do. He just seems to find different communities to bring together. He's kind of like the glue between different communities, and he kind of brings everybody together and has a very unique fan base. So definitely appreciate that. I did not want to run over tonight, so anybody else that just showed up, I'm going to say hey and getting ready to close this thing down for the day. Patty Ali, that is absolutely true. This community is amazing. Sometimes it sounds braggart at times, but we've done so good for people raising money. Crusade for Children, you name it, we've done it. There's folks within this community that we raised money for. Iron Antler did a great job last year for St. Jude's. The year before, we all raised a bunch of money for St. Jude's. Great. Just using that small platform that you've got to do good in this world is awesome. I do not want to keep everybody. I'm going to get y'all out of here with I'll leave my intro video as an outro today. And I will see you guys Day Diggs. And then I will see you back in here next Thursday. Much love. Peace out.